Hi guys, hi everyone. Welcome to our live session. Wait, let me just work on my audio. Hindi mo work on Bluetooth. Everyone here in Philippines. Hindi siya connected siya, pero okay, I think we're live. Okay, so let's wait for those who are interested and want to join the live session. Pwede mo ako makita ang live. Siya mo, federation of your sa live. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, so we have 3 viewers. Hi guys, hi everyone. Good evening everyone to those who are in Philippines right now, and good day to everyone. Good day sa mga laing lugar. Okay, bear with me. Oh, nawala ang music. Alright, can you guys hear the music, the audio? Okay, so I'm excited to share something today, good news, and bear with me because I don't normally go live here on my personal Facebook account. So whenever I go live, mag-live ko sa akong business account before ko na maligyan ko mga items sa akong inggit tiendang Facebook account, or sige sa ko live sa una sa akong secure yung traveler Facebook page. But today is different because this is very personal to me because I'm going live sa akong personal Facebook account. This is exclusive. I'm not sharing it to anyone or to everyone because this live stream is exclusive only sa ako ang friends here on this account. Sa akong Facebook account kay naka-ano man siya, naka-lock. So only those who are on my friends list, like around 700 something, ang makakitaan ng Facebook Live. But later on, I will be uploading this video sa ako ang YouTube account. Okay, all right. So quick intro about me. Okay, but wait, let's see if nabay na mino sa atua. Let's check muna if nabay na mino sa atua. Dun, 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 dun. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Nadine Bado. Hello, ako ang cousin in Iligan. Hello to you. Thank you so much. If you're interested, you can listen to this live session. So there are 3 viewers right now. Okay. Pero di na ko siya makita sa akong profile, akong live session. But anyhow, yeah, let's give it a minute or two, and if not, by willing to join, so that it would be nice na a lot of people would be able to hear of what I have to say about Spain and how I made it here in Spain. Okay, I think kita na po. Okay, although di ko kanog sa akong audio, sa akong music. Let's try to play another audio. Okay. Wait lang guys, kaya dili ko ka-play yung audio background para mas mas nil paminawon if na ay audio background. But can you guys can hear me? So mga 5 viewers na to karon. Let me know guys if you can hear me and please let me know where you are right now. All right, so I can address you or say hi. Okay. Amazing. stream on my YouTube channel as well. Okay, so I think so that's pretty much about anything because a lot of people were curious. So I'm here to answer your questions. Hopefully, I have the information so I can answer to you right away. Okay, another thing is that I wanted to set expectations. I can only share to you some information that I know and that I have already experienced with. What I will be sharing to you tonight are two programs. Um, I will start with two programs first. Na my deadline siya na hapit na actually. So that's why I'm going on live now because the deadline will be around 14th of March and the other program will be on the 20th of March. So you only have, sadly, I'm so sorry, it's too late for me to do this, but hopefully you still, hopefully that will still be enough time para you can prepare for the application process. And I want to set expectations with you guys that this I'm not part of this program, not part of these two programs, but I am familiar with the program because I've read about it and I also know people who are part of this program. Okay. Although my program and this program are technically the same. I mean, you have the same role as a language assistant. It's just that you will be applying to a different organization. Okay. Because what I applied for was through and directly with the Ministry of Education. So Ministry of Education, guys, or Ministerio de Educación, is it's like their so the pangalan sa department sa education, Department of Education. What do you call that Department of Education in the Philippines? DepEd, DepEd, something like that. Yeah, DepEd. So DepEd. So nag-apply ko sa ila ang DepEd version mismo directly. And that program, I mean um, that language assistant program na akong i-applyan, they have already closed their application for stage one, I believe, or I think they have opened their stage two. But I want to set your expectations for this program. They require someone who has knowledge of Spanish. We are required to get A1 for those who are partnered with a university for prestigious universities. Na ay Spanish courses like NEO, I believe, UST, UP, and then I forgot the other one, but there's four of them. And then for if you are not studying in that university or you're already employed or you've already finished college, you need to get an A2 level of certificate. And you need to enroll to Instituto de Cervantes. But I think that's too late for that. That is why I will no longer, I will not emphasize that on this live session. I will do that on the third live session na lang. So you get to prepare yourself for the incoming year, for the next school year. They will open most likely in September. Okay, but for now we will focus on two different programs that's closing very soon on their application process. Okay, so that you will be familiar with the programs. Okay, so like I said, please do not rely on my information. I can only share to you things that I know. So and that I am familiar with, and of course, based on my experience for the past 5 months. So what you can do yourself is try to be resourceful and try to look for information online, or go with the links that I will be sending you later on, because I will be sending you links, and these are legit articles and legit links. So you can sit down and go through with the website para na mo idea. Okay, you can also join groups, by the way. Na sila yung mga groups. But yeah, I will tell you more of that later on. Another reason why I wanted to go on live now is I want to pay it forward. Some people are gatekeeping the program, unfortunately. So when I say gatekeeping, some people are not sharing this information because, after all, this is a competition. There's a lot of people would know about this. although there's a lot of blogs and videos about this program on TikTok, um, and on YouTube channel, you just actually search language assistant program, and then you get to see a lot of videos about the program. But people are not very proactive in sharing the process, the application process, because it can be tedious as well. But I want to share it, especially to my friends who are qualified in this program. So that's why I'm doing it live right now, para you guys um, will get to know more of these good news. Okay. So yeah, and I realized that a lot of Filipinos are really interested with this program, and they wanted to experience Spain and live in Europe, um, live in a European country, especially right now with our situation in the Philippines. You know, we wanted some fresh air, I think. So I don't wanna enumerate those things that are happening right now in the Philippines. So I think Philippines right now is not in a very good situation. That's why a lot of Filipinos are kind of like wanted to go out there and explore new opportunities. So this program that I'll be sharing to you is one of those good opportunities for Filipinos. Okay. Another reason why I am on live. Another reason why am I on live. Oh, by the way, yeah. I'm not affiliated, guys. I'm not affiliated with the program, so I don't get any incentives on this. Like, wala ko yung makwarta ani if I will share this information. I just basically wanted to help. I just basically wanted to pay it forward, because some people also helped me when I was during my application process, sharing me some information about the program. So I wanna pay back time. It's pay back time. So we also wanted to. Okay. All right. And I would appreciate if you guys look into the links. Like I said, I will be sharing you some links during the live sessions, so you can save them on your bookmarks and read through them later on. Um, because most of the questions that you have in mind, most likely those answers are found on their official websites of these organizations. Okay, so I would appreciate if you guys would look into those first, and then if you couldn't really find it anymore, maybe you can ask me after. Okay, all right, and yeah, and also I'm sorry, I keep on repeating this, but like I said, please be self-reliant. I think that's the exact term for that. I can only do so much, you guys. So as much as possible, I don't want to just feed information. So it would be nice if you also do your own research and be very resourceful. Actually, there's plenty of programs available to be a language assistant in Spain. Not just the programs that I will be introducing to you today. So actually, daghan siyang mga programs available, even for Filipinos, even though we are not native speakers of English, but we are fluent in English. You can call it that way. So and all you have to do is really type in Google, and then type and search language assistant program in Spain, or language assistant Spain, and then it will give you different things. But be very careful, because there's also scams that will fool you. So be very careful with the links to click, and really really check the website if it's legit and genuine. You can search for the reviews. All right. Okay, and then I can guarantee also that I can answer all of your questions and answer it promptly, because, like I said, this is actually not my priority, because I'm also my role is language assistant, and I also have some private classes. So I don't have all the time in the world. Maybe during summer, and um, and by the way, like I said, this video will be posted after our live session on my YouTube channel. So please, if you have time, you may subscribe to my YouTube channel. That is only my request. I'm not asking for anything, you guys. I'm not asking for any money or anything. But my only request is for you guys to subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Happy Viaje. Just search it in YouTube, The Happy Viaje, and then because sooner or later I'll start documenting about my journey here in Spain and in Europe and my other travels in the future. So hopefully you guys can subscribe, and I will do my best. I will do my best. Na my videos will be informative or educational and a little bit entertaining. So that I won't be wasting your time whenever you watch my videos on YouTube. Okay. Okay, let me read it to you first. Live in Spain while supporting English teaching at Spanish schools. As a language and cultural assistant, you'll be helping Spanish teachers and students with their pronunciation, conversation skills, and introduce them to your culture. So, like I said earlier, you're not going to be a teacher, but you will just be a support or an aid, an assistant to their main English teachers. So, language assistant, guys, this is specific to English, since we are good at speaking in English because we were taught English since we were in kindergarten, and I believe it's the official language in our country, no, aside from Tagalog. So we are well versed and fluent in English, and so that's why they're also considering Filipinos. Um, it says language and cultural. So what it means by cultural, because aside from you supporting them, helping them improve their communications in English, you'll be also like encouraged to introduce about your culture, especially our Filipino culture and heritage. Given that we have a very strong ties with Spanish, because like the history, we were colonized by Spain for 300 something years, about 333 years. So these students might be also interested and curious about, what happened to Philippines now. So what's the influences that we have adapted, or we have that we got from their settlement, from the Spanish people. And then you're also encouraged, although you're not required, but you're encouraged to to share our culture, about um, our lifestyle. Actually, I did this for the first month of October. So I introduced to them about our education system, how different it is to their education system. I've also introduced to them um, what kind of music do we listen to, a little bit of history about our country. Doesn't have to be really um, grand or anything like that, but just a simple introduction, like simple presentation on a PowerPoint presentation, or like a Canva. So yeah, just a little bit of awareness about our culture here in Spain. I mean, here in the Philippines. And but after 1 month, I focus more on helping them improve their communication by doing a speaking practice or reading practices, group activities where they can share their ideas in the second language, which is English. Okay, so it's an incredible opportunity to experience Spain firsthand, receiving a monthly allowance and health coverage for your assistance and participation in school life. So you get to be a language assistant, guys, and you will be staying in Spain most likely end of September. Although most classes start first week of October, and it will end. They will end their classes second week of June, but for language assistance, we will finish end of May. And you will get a stipend or allowance, and health insurance or health coverage is already covered in this program. So you don't have to worry about your health and safety. If something happens to you, hopefully, knock on wood, nothing bad will happen to you. At least you're covered by the insurance, the health insurance in Spain. I mean, of the government of Spain. And then allowance, we will tackle more on that later on. Allowance is based where you are. Every region is different. Every region of Spain, they have a different cost of living. So of course, if you will be assigned in big cities like Madrid, you will be getting higher than the other regions or islands. So I'm currently here in Lanzarote. It's a Canary Island down south. Although it's south, though I mean we're even much closer to Africa, to Morocco. So I don't feel like I'm in Spain. But yeah, I will tell it to you later how much you're going to get. Posts are available in most Spanish regions. Applicants can express regional preferences, which are generally taken into consideration. Okay, so although you don't get to decide kung asa ka ma-assign, but you have you can make your choices. So you'll have three choices: A, B, and C. And then if maswertean ka, especially if you did all the requirements ahead of the others, because pabilisan din depende sa kung asa ang region na daghan ang nag-apply. Like for example, Madrid. A lot of people wanted to be in Madrid. A lot of people wanted to be assigned to Madrid. So you need to act fast so you can get the spot and be assigned in Madrid. Okay. And so yeah, what else? Okay, let me go through this. So language and culture assistant program in Spain, 2025, 2026. So if you made it, if you get approved, you will travel to Spain around end of September. Okay, an internship opportunity to become a Filipino cultural ambassador. Come and live in Spain. So this is the program that I'm in right now. Application period, February 11, 26 March. Applications are submitted. Okay, this is not applicable to most of you guys because it's coming to an end now. And again, like I said, this program requires Spanish level certificate, at least A1. But do not worry, I'm just showing it to you guys so that you will have an idea about the program. And so that it will be an easy transition to the two programs that I will be introducing to you after this. So full placement, full academic year, October to May, or June, depending sa school sa region. The number of hours you get to be in school, 14 to 16 classroom hours a week, plus class preparation time, 4 days school week. So this is a setup, guys. As a language assistant, you don't need to be there 5 days a week, but only 4 days. So you always have a long weekend. So ang mga gibuhat sa mga language assistants diri is, they will travel to different places around Spain or even around Europe because you get to have 3 days off. Not just Saturday and Sunday, but also maybe Friday or Monday, depending sa inyong agreement. But I'm lucky enough. I'm very blessed because my language coordinator in school. I mean, my school coordinator in school um, is very supportive sa ako. So she let me decide for my own schedule. Amazing guys. She let me decide kung unsa akong preferred na schedule. So ningon ko nga, I want to be in school 3 days only. So nisugot po siya na 3 days na po sa school. So I have longer um, days off. I have 4 days off, and then I have 3 days sa school. But my hours, kuan siya kanang merge sa tawag ana. So na-jam pack siya sa kaadlaw o sa tulo ka adlaw. So for example, and amazing kayo if you look at it, you only get to be in school for 14 to 16 hours. Can you imagine? Compare it to working in the Philippines, you need to work at least like what 30 to 40 hours. Here, as a language assistant in Spain, especially with the program where you get to be with the Ministry of Education, um, very relaxed na kaya siya, 14 to 16 hours lang siya, and only 4 days per week. All right. So locations, most regions in Spain offer positions for Filipinos. and study physically and go to a classroom. So I will tell you more of this maybe sa part 3 na, because part 1 I'll be focusing on the two programs. All right. So have a being sound mental, blah blah blah, A1 certificate. So benefits, monthly stipend of at least 800 euros, guys. So this is the minimum. This is the lowest amount a language assistant can get. And if you ask me if that is enough for the cost of living in Spain, I would say definitely yes. And also depending on your lifestyle. If you are frugal, marunong ka mag-save ng pera, hindi ka masyadong magastos, definitely 800 euros is enough. Because as far as I heard, as what I know, ang minimum salary ang minimum wage salary sa mga employees today or workers here in Spain is about 600 to 700. So for us, we're getting 800, so it's more than enough. And but this is only for those rural areas. In other regions, na ang cost of living is not that very high. But if you will be assigned in Valencia or Madrid, you will actually get 1,000 euros. Okay, you will get higher because of the cost of living in big cities. All right. Ample opportunities to travel and explore Spain, and not just Spain, but you get to travel around Schengen countries like France, Switzerland, Italy. So I was in Switzerland last December, so I was lucky enough to travel there. And responsibility, support Spanish teachers of English. Like I said, your role is not the main English teacher, you'll just be the support or of other subjects such as science or social studies delivered in English. So they have this program which they call out of time. Okay. So again, the focus of this first live session is to introduce to you guys about the two programs available right now, and then on the next live session, maybe I can introduce two more programs. But we'll focus on the two programs. One is Instituto Franklin. Let me say that right. Spain by Instituto Franklin. So teach meaning to say, not technically teach, but as a language assistant. This is the program wherein you get to be a language assistant, say with my program, and at the same time you get to study masters as well. Okay, what are those masters? I will show it to you later on so that you will see the options available. In any other countries. So ang common kay TESOL, TEFL, or CELTA. CELTA is like a certificate that you can get from Cambridge. Cambridge. Okay. So yeah, um, it utilize a training framework introduce teaching. So basically, you will learn about the basics of teaching, not just teaching English, but in general. Okay. So learning perspectives and looks beyond the academic and towards understanding all of the needs of a learner. So this is not specific to teaching English, or this is not specific to teaching English as a second language, but teaching in general. Okay, so maybe you will know some, yeah, yeah, include teaching methods, yeah, teaching methods, curricular design, classroom management, even classroom management, learning theories, methodologies, design of classroom resources, and evaluation. And good thing is this course is taught in English. All right. Okay, so you can take this masters, and you are qualified, guys, because we are one of those countries, so we can that can apply the Philippines. Okay, as you can see already. So that is master diploma from permanent in teaching. So let's go next. And by the way, that one is actually blended, so meaning to say blended or hybrid. So blended is both online and on site. So master diploma from permanent in bilingual and multicultural education. So it is aimed at future professionals, teachers, and administrators who aim to develop their career in the specific environment at any educational level from young learners to high school. The master provides a solid background in key topics, theory models, and pro- so it's more specific on bilingual and multicultural education. So if you want to teach, for example, if you want to teach English or even science and math, a different subject, but to probably to a bilingual school or to a country where English is not their first. So meaning to say it's for those who are seeking to develop their career as a school leader or administrator. So if you want to be part of the admin sa school, so this is a perfect master's for you. Applicants to this program should have at least 2 years of experience working in a school or educational setting. Yeah, okay. There's no need for professional admin programs. School offered by the settings must offer through courses, blah blah blah. And the thing is also taught in English. So to those who want to teach who don't want to teach but wanted to be part of a school, like a school leader or administrator or staff, so this is a perfect message for you as well. Okay, 1 year is Akala. So you guys can check on this from the link that I sent you. Okay. So, but I'm just showing it to you just for you to guys have a little idea. Master de Formación Permanente in International Education. So this is designed for future professional teachers and administrators who plan to pursue a career in an international environment at any educational level. So basically, focus to international education. So mostly this is dedicated to teaching in a bilingual school or an international school. Okay, so provides a comprehensive background in the historical, theoretical, and social foundation of international education program. Blah blah blah. Okay, so you have an option to be a language assistant in a school in Madrid, through which the student will come into contact with the social cultural diversity of Spanish schools today. All right. Okay. Three more. Okay, so very, very quickly. Master de Formación Permanente en Aprendizaje y Enseñanza del Español como Lengua Extranjera. The Master de Formación, blah, 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 is part of it and is aimed at native English speakers who are interested in developing skills for learning and teaching Spanish as a second language. So it's like ESL, you know. Basically, they're similar. Some programs are similar, but they have their own focus and concentration. This is specific to how you can teach English to as a second language. Okay. So the focus of the program is developing and enhancing knowledge and skills in language acquisition, and language instruction that are essential for both effective teaching and successful learning. It also guides. The thing is, if you don't have a knowledge in Spanish, you will have a hard time doing this masters because all classes are taught in Spanish. Okay, so that's the thing. So this might be suitable for everyone. So Master de Formación. Okay, last two. Master de Formación Permanente in Global Higher Education. It's directed to students who are currently immersed in work related to higher education in an international context or have an interest in a career in that field. I'm not so sure of this one, but I think this is specific to those who wanted to take the master's degree, okay, and even doctorate degree, right? Focuses on developing experts who can design, implement, evaluate, and facilitate educational programs in the sector of higher education. Okay, all right. So last but not the least, master. This is actually online. Sorry, I forgot to mention the other one as well. Itong information and communication technology and education online is online learning. And this one, the last one, master de formación permanente in ESL and bilingual education. This is also an online learning, online class. So offers specialized training similar. So there's no tuition nga, but um, they will give you an allowance around mga 600 euros. Well, di ko sure. Wala na po siya option B kay they will not be giving you a full amount of 1,000 euros. So wala na po siya option B, but I will tell you more of that. I just wanna set a disclaimer as well, but you will be guided accordingly. Pwede mo siya. So na siya application fee, 150 euros, so that your application will be processed, and it's non-refundable. Application fee is non-refundable. The deposit will be returned to the student upon graduation. The deposit, which is 500 euros, will be returned though when you finish the masters. All right. The deposit will not be refunded in case of withdrawal from the program or failure to complete the requirements of the program. So if you withdraw the program, or if you didn't meet the requirements, or I don't know, what will you do to fail? Then you're not gonna get your 500 euros deposit. So you have to do that. You do good in school para makuha mo yung deposits. Option A spots are limited, so we cannot guarantee an option A placement for all interested students. So what is common here, you guys, is actually the option B. Okay, so here's what it is: 150 euros application fee. Tuition is 4,400 euros. So how much is that in? So that's 270,000 pesos. All right. Okay, just for you to have an idea already. The first payment is a 500 euro deposit and will be due upon acceptance into the program. So you will be paying 500 euros once you get accepted. The remaining balance will be paid in installments, you guys, according to a payment schedule provided by the program. So expect the tuition dates. So in July, so you first pay in July, and then next you will pay in November, then next you will pay in February. All right. So there is a 200 euro discount for those students paying the remaining tuition balance in one payment instead of 3,900. They will pay 3,700. Okay. All right. Okay. So about this, so again, option B, you get to study your master's either online or physical or on site, and at the same time you get to be in school as a language assistant. All right, and you will have to pay for tuition. So basically, win-win ako siya, guys, because you get to have your master's degree. Oh, I don't really say it's a degree, but master courses. Okay, you can call it that. And at the same time, you get to be a language assistant, and you get a stipend, which is 1,000 euros, I believe, because that's the standard stipend for a language assistant who is assigned in Madrid. Okay, so what you can do with that is whatever you'll be earning, the amount you'll be earning, you can budget the 500 euros, so you can pay it sa school or sa imong masters. But I'm not really sure the exact, because I thought my friend who is studying right now with Instituto Franklin said that your stipend will be deducted automatically 500 euros per month, but I can, do not quote me on that. Okay, but basically you get, since it's your first year, you're gonna have a rough start, which is normal. Okay, so mag-ipon talaga, not spend a lot, be very frugal. And you can also take private classes if kaya pa sa imong energy, or if you can manage your time. Okay, so you can be a language assistant, and you can also take private classes. As of the moment, I'm also taking private classes. So I have 3 students, and surprisingly, they're not students in school, but they're actually part of the administration. So I'm taking 3 different private classes to our headmaster, and then one is a chemistry teacher, and the other one is like a vice head or next to the headmaster. So they just wanted to improve their English. So we're just doing some conversations in English. Doesn't have to be really technical, but more on practice lang. So how to communicate in English. All right. So option C, application fee 150 euros, tuition fee 4,400 euros. medical insurance for 95. This option C, guys, it you do not receive an assistant for placement through our program, so you don't need to be a language assistant, but you will just studying the masters. I think this is not. I think this is more appropriate to those who are non-native English speakers and they wanted to study here in Spain, or just to really discover Spain, explore Spain, immerse in the culture, and they don't want to be a language assistant. So this is perfect for the option C. All right. Okay, so I think that's it. And I sent that already. I sent the link. Oh, sometimes the music. Okay, next. What? Okay, now let me share to you how to where to apply. Okay, this is the most interesting and exciting part. So I'll send you the link on where you can apply for this program. Okay, so you guys can click that link and you guys can apply to that program. So let me just give a little some information about the application process, guys. So let's just go through this quickly. Teach and learn. So that's a link. I posted the link on in the comment section, so you guys can go through that. But at the same time, since I'm on live session, I will read to you the application process. So there are 5 stages, yeah. So please read the information. If you guys can see it now. Paano ko ba ito how can I maximize this? Okay, there you go. Okay, read the information below before beginning your application. The video description required documents before starting your application. The information you enter the online application form is subject to verification. Make sure that all the info provided, blah blah blah. So you have where can I find the list of the documents here? So basically, this is the information that you will fill in. The fields, last name, blah blah blah. Passport, non-AEU, must be valid through December 30. So these are the information that you need to fill in, guys. Okay. Just for you to have an idea. I think in the next steps, that's when they will ask specific documents that they require from you. But you just need to get ready, especially with your academic background, like your diploma, your certificates about your education. All right. And another important thing to consider is the application video. The application video is essential, so they are encouraging you to submit a 3-minute video. Your video should be no longer than 3 minutes in length and have a maximum file size of 2 gigabytes. So what is an application video? All right, so let's click on here. What is this about? Okay, application video. Application video guide. So basically, an application video guide is okay, doesn't appear. Hold on. Let me present it. application video. Let me open it up for you. For this year's application cycle, so you guys must submit a video introduction in lieu of the traditional guided interview and statement of purpose. So um, this application video is something to do with introducing yourself, all right, and the purpose of you, why you are applying for the program. So your recording does not need to be extensively rehearsed or polished. It have to be really sincere and genuine, and the video does not need to be edited. So think of the video as a statement of purpose. I had statement of purpose as well when I applied for the language assessment program because I think that is a standard requirement. So statement of purpose, I included there the qualities of of the qualities that I possess, that I have as someone who is suitable and fit for the role as language assistant. And I've also shared about my work experiences and how um, I can relate it to the role as a language assistant. And I've also shared about my experiences in the past that I was a language assistant before. And basically, the video is about you showing your interest to the organization that you are capable and you are qualified and you are the right person for the role. Okay, so you will have to showcase your skills maybe and your experiences and your skills that are helpful for the program. All right, so na diri ang mga guidelines as well. So envision this video as your statement of purpose for acceptance to the program. So introduction of yourself for sure. Then you tell them what master's degree you are applying. Briefly state your reasons for applying to the program. Okay, I suggest you not when you answer this question, when you state this reason, do not just say that I wanted to join the program because I want to travel to Europe, I want to live in Europe, or I want to live in Spain, because basically that's not the main goal as to what. Although some of us we wanted to live in Spain and settle in the future, but that should not how you respond. That shouldn't be the right way to, or the perfect way to say it, to answer it with this type of question. So basically, you wanna instead of stating the reason that is about you, but more on what is the value you can give to the program, especially to your students and to your school. So it's like, wala ko apply og trabaho sa company sa Pilipinas, or it's a call center. Like for example, you say the reason why you're applying for the program. So maybe you can say, I wanted to share my knowledge and my expertise when it comes to learning a language, especially English. Or since I will be a cultural ambassador, so I will also be I'm very proud to share my heritage, my culture, and hopefully my students can learn something about our culture and about our connection with the Spanish culture, blah blah blah. And you can also say, I find fulfillment and joy in sharing what I know, especially with the English language. So it's more to the people receiving your, your value or something like that. And you can also say, of course, it will also say it will help. It will allow me to immerse myself with the culture in Spain and discover different places in your country, something like that. Yeah, you can say, yeah, since I love to travel, I want to make use of my time while while being in the program and get to integrate or get to immerse, connect with their culture experience, something like that. Basta ang right answer for this would be what you can offer to the program, not what the program can offer to you. All right. Okay. So I hope I'm making sense here. So describe your experience working with children, especially if you have an experience teaching English in the past, or especially if you have an experience working, it doesn't have to be teaching. It doesn't have to be teaching English specifically, but just maybe you can share a little bit about how did you get to, how was your experience? Did you enjoy it? Were you able to handle the children and working? It would be nice if you are very specific on this experience, and then maybe you can tell about how did you manage to work with the children and how did it make you feel. All right, and you can also relate that to teaching in the future here in Spain once you get accepted in the program. So basically, it's more about. I think this question is trying to. They wanted to know if how comfortable you are with kids, working with kids. But don't worry, because you don't only get to teach with kids. You also have an option to teach high school students. Okay. And you may answer the following: why do you want to expand your teaching experience by being a language assistant in a Spanish bilingual school? And what do you believe you will gain from the experience? That's a tough question, guys. So for me, I forgot my answer already on this one because it's also similar to statement of purpose. So I think if I were to answer this question, why do you want to expand your teaching experience by being a language assistant in Spanish bilingual school? Um, Technically, this is technically our school is not bilingual right now sa akong school kay public school magud siya. Maybe sa Instituto Franklin, you will be assigned to a bilingual school, and if it's bilingual school, students are really encouraged to speak English even outside classes. I mean, like even just playing outside. So I wanted to expand. I think it's more on you get to, how can I say it? Wala ko ma-answer. Okay. May na lang mag-answer. I guess kaya medyo blanco ko today. What do you believe you will gain? Or maybe I can share to you guys my statement of purpose na lang so that you will have an idea. No? Ano na lang. Kaya medyo gugutom na ko today. Right. And that's it. Please speak slowly and clearly and make sure to keep your video professional. Upon acceptance of the program, these videos are shared with our partner schools and are used to help in the selection and school assignment process. In addition, our admissions team may contact you to request a virtual interview to supplement your application. All right. I think that's it. So you guys, before you submit this video, make sure na you have all the answers already and that you have organized your thoughts. All right. And like I said, take the reason why you want to join the program for the benefit of the students and of the program, not just to the benefit to you. Okay. All right. So let's move on. I think I have covered Instituto Franklin a little bit already. So if you guys have a question, all you have to do is go to their official website, and maybe you can start going directly to the Teach and Learn program or program Teach and Learn in Spain, so that you will have more information about today's program that is being offered by Instituto Franklin. But yeah, guys, like I said, this is a deadline. Their application period is up until March 20 only. So hopefully you guys can still find time to prepare and submit your application. Alrighty. You guys have any question for me before we proceed to the next program? The next program is Beda. Okay, but before we continue, let me just grab my water. Beda. We only have one viewer already. Questions, guys? If you guys have questions, let me know. Questions about Instituto Franklin before we move on to Beda program. So question muna about Instituto. Let me know if you guys have questions about what I just discussed. Weird. 4 degrees. All right. Like questions, so let's go and proceed sa Beda program. No. Okay. Beda. Wait lang, guys. Let me just answer some questions. Okay. There's no people watching. All right. Okay. So there's only 2 people watching, but let's continue. Okay, now let's go to the Beda program. Okay, Beda. Where's Beda program? Okay. So guys, this is another program, but again, let me set an expectation. This is not through the Ministry of Education. This is not direct, but this is a different organization that offers the same role as a language assistant. Okay, so let's go to their website. Let's go directly to the. Okay, let's have a little introduction first about their program. So let me send a link. Let me send the link a comment. All right, there we go. That's Twitter. Okay. And let me share it. Let me share the screen. Oh, they have videos. Okay, maybe we can play this. Oh, this is 15 minutes. No, not this one. Oh, not this one. Ah, I'll put on YouTube. Okay, let's play the Beda program. Give me a few seconds. Beda. Let me see if we have a video. Hmm. No, I'm looking for that. Okay, let's just go straight. Okay, so klaro na ba? Alright. Beta program. For some time, the figure of a conversation assistant had been implemented and extended in our centers, providing enormously effective support to the leader in improving linguistic skills in English and above all, the access to confidence and fluency by our students. In addition, okay, this is very long, so let me just summarize this one. Okay, basically, guys, it's still language assistant role. All right. So, what will be your function? Carry out activity as an assistant during the agreed weekly hours within the hours, school hours of the center. Facilitate oral practice in the foreign language. Provide a model of phonetic and grammatical correction. Collaborate with teachers in the development of teaching materials to bring students and teachers close together, or closer to the culture of their country. So you see, guys, we're not just language assistant, but we're also cultural ambassador. Okay, we introduce our culture in Philippines. So the assistants will also have 2 hours per month for meetings at the center. So you will have 2 hours per month, not bad. Carry out activities and meetings that the educational center establishes for development of the program within the grade schedule. In front of the students, the assistant must carry out his work accompanied by the teacher from the school. Okay, let's go to the frequently asked questions. Okay. So, ang deadline ani niya, mga friends, it will close on the 14th of March, 2025. But if you get lucky, they might extend it at the end of June. If maybe wala kayo nang apply, but I doubt it. Or maybe lahat nang apply pero kamay na yung pasar. I don't know. You submit your application through this website. What is this? Oh, yeah. We'll look into that later on. Okay. So, question: do I have a TFL certificate? Do I have to have a TFL certification? The answer is no. It's not a requirement. All right. Do I have to be a native speaker? Not necessarily. Phonetics and phonology are important parts of the language's role. Native speakers are the best model for this. However, we are happy to consider applicants with C2 English certificate and native level of spoken English regardless of nationality or origin. Okay, so I know you guys, some of you feel like you are native speakers because English has been like our official language, but some countries like Spain, they don't really consider us as native speakers. However, we are still qualified for this role because we have native level of spoken English. All right. Do I need a university degree? It is a requirement to present a university bachelor's degree at orientation in September. So the answer is yes, guys. You need to have a university degree. You need to have a bachelor's degree. However, it doesn't have to be in the field of teaching, so it's not really education degree. This can be the original degree certificate, a non-authorized copy, original transcript, or official electronic transcript. Right? So what do we look for in a language assistant? This is a very good question. Okay, so commitment to the university coursework, both theory and practical, helping to develop the children's English language skills, planning and presenting skills, strong communicators, active listeners, ability to collaborate, adaptability to both different environments and teaching styles, motivated, engaging, creative, dynamic, empathetic, and understanding, patient, friendly, organized, attention to detail. I don't have everything. wala ko ano tanan, guys, but I'm here. Okay, you don't need to be perfect. All right. Just need to be helpful, basically. Helpful and collaborative. All right. Do you accept half yearly payment? Yes, but we will specify on our website when um, applications to start in January are open. I don't really get this part. No, I think nag-start na ilang application until January pa, no? Right? Not so sure though. What are the program dates? The program runs from mid-September. So if you get lucky and if you really tried your best and you made it, finally, congratulations. Then you can fly to Spain in September once your visa is approved. Okay? Because normally that's when they start their classes around second week or third week, right? And ends in June. Please bear in mind, orientation is within the first week of September and everyone is required to attend. So I'm not sure though if this is online or on-site. I've never been with Beda. Can I apply from within Spain? Yes, you can apply from within Spain or outside Spain. Either you're outside or inside, you can apply for Beda. So I can apply also. Can I apply if I'm currently in China, Japan, etc.? Yes, you can. All the blah blah blah. Can I come to Spain before orientation and travel? It's possible, but it's something you can talk your Spanish fluently. It's not really appropriate right now, guys. So, do I get a work contract or work visa? The answer is no, but you get a student program. So, you apply for long-term student visa, guys. More than 108 days. So, I think that's it. So another question here is, do I need to speak Spanish? No, some basic Spanish is useful, although not obligatory. What other frequently asked questions we have here? Iset ko na lang ni para kamo na magbasa, guys. Hello, Kariba. Thanks for watching. You're here. Okay. Ay, anong number ba yan? Wait, mo-reply ko na mo Kariba. Reply. Okay, I'll reply later. Okay. So I sent links and articles about the data program, field language assistant role. So you can look into that and see if something that is suitable for you or this is something that you can keep up because the deadline is March 14. But who knows, they will reopen in June. And also, guys, there's a possibility as well for the noise instructions, other who knows that they might open also for half year placement, like not totally 8 months, but around 4 months only, where it will start in January. Yeah, because mostly if you cover the whole school period, you will start September. But if you cannot make it to the first quarter, you can join the later part, which is January. All right. Yeah. So I think that's it. I think some of the frequently asked questions are the answers are found in their website. Okay. What other information do we have here? And yeah, you will not be just assigned in Madrid here, guys, because Beda actually they have different regions where they can assign you, even here in Canarias. Okay, so it's up to you and it's up to their availability. All right, now let's go to the application. Okay, we don't have so much time. We've been here for like almost 2 hours. So last na ni siya, guys, ng presentation, and I will have my final instructions. Okay. So this is the link where you can apply for the Beda program. So I've already sent you the link And it's Franklin. Now this one is for the Beda program. Okay, so it says here, let me just read it to you guys. We are excited to announce our applications for the upcoming 2025-2026 data program will open on the 23rd of December 2024. So it opened pala since December pa. I'm really sorry, I didn't know about this. I only know that it's closing on the 13th of March. To be eligible to apply in this round of applications, you must show proof of one of the following residency circumstances. So this is one of the requirements, guys. So if you are non-EU, for example, I don't know. To be eligible, you need to be one of these qualifications. So we belong to non-EU. I don't know. Non-EU. No, non-EU with a valid visa. Of course, we will need to acquire visa first. Alright? Okay, instructions. You read the instructions carefully as our application requirements may have changed. Incomplete applications will not be considered. So it is important you need to read the facts, the frequently asked questions prior to applying so that you get to have an awareness. Okay, it pays to know information first before going into the application so that you will save your time. Alright. Application requirements. The requirement. Everyone, the following documents are to be uploaded with your application. So your CV, your curriculum vitae, photo upload, passport, and provide an image. Any guys is like your identification number, so you don't need to worry about this for now, because you will be doing this once you get accepted in the program. So once you get accepted in the program, then you will be given advice on how to acquire one. Basically, it will be included once you apply for the student visa. You go to the consulate when you apply for a student visa. Alright? The reminder, applicants must hold a bachelor's undergraduate degree, proof of the completion of the thesis is wrong. Okay. But anyway, so yeah, we need to be a university graduate or graduate bachelor's. Alright, so I think that's it. Straightforward, no? And some of the questions are already answered in the FAQ. So as we go back, so these are some information to know. For example, do I have to pay anything for the university course? So the school covers the cost of tuition, but there is a €95 non-refundable fee payable upon acceptance into the program. Compared to the Instituto Franklin, since you will be studying masters, and when you apply, there's an application fee which is €150. No, this month you will also be there's also a $195 non-refundable enrollment fee. All right. I'm not really sure what this is about, but it looks like a university course that you will be needing for the program. So especially if you're not a teaching, you don't have a background in teaching, or you're not your bachelor's degree is not related to education, so this might be really helpful for you. But I think this is the only amount that you need to pay, unlike Franklin, where you pay a tuition fee if you're studying masters. But here, you will be only a language assistant because you study a master's, where there's tuition fee, okay? Alright, and what else? I think, if you have questions, guys, just check their websites, and if you want some clarification or clarification or want to double check, you can also ask me. So I will stop the sharing now, and I have some final words. Hold on. Okay, so I just have some tips, you guys. So this program is definitely for, I'm not talking about language assistance program in general, no? So this is applicable to fresh graduates, those individuals who love to travel and explore different culture, which is in Spain, immerse different culture. It's also perfect, by the way, and appropriate for those who are working from their respective homes. Especially if you're not following a specific schedule, because you will be like if you will be living here in Spain for sure once you get accepted in the program. So it will be most appropriate and suitable for those working from home, but not following a specific schedule because of the time difference. It's like may mga work from home kasi na jobs na project based who are they can decide their own time as long as they finish the project, something like that. So that's more suitable for you guys. This is also very suitable and perfect for those who have teaching background or even teachers in the Philippines. If you want a breather or fresh air, a breath of fresh air while discovering Spain and Europe, so this is for you as well. If you're not a teacher but you have a passion to teach like me, I did realize that I have passion in teaching not until I became a teacher in Thailand. So pwede pala siya, kaya ko pala. So you can also apply to the program. If you're good with kids, if you know how to manage kids in general, it doesn't have to be teaching English because sooner, because we are knowledgeable with English. This is also good for you. For those who want to learn and open for feedback, open for new learnings, so this is good for you as well. And finally, to those who want to settle in Spain, language assistant is a very common stepping stone to those who want to work and live in Spain and settle permanently. Because I've seen in our Facebook groups for language assistants, I've seen a lot of those individuals who are now residents of Spain or who are now citizens of Spain, and their stepping stone when they first landed in Spanish soil is that they first became a language assistant. This can be a good stepping stone for you to make it here in Spain and in Europe. All right. I just want to set expectations that you don't come here and be a language assistant and get rich right away because that is not the case here. I mean, like, you become a language assistant, you don't become rich right away. I don't know. You need to do other stuff because you will be working 14 hours and you will only be getting a certain amount. We don't even call it salary. We call it allowance or stipend. Not getting much, just enough for us to get by. Right? So what other language assistants are doing, but they can also do other stuff like they have funds for travel and exploring other countries, or so they can continue spending, especially for breadwinners, so they can also support their families back home. What they do is they take private classes as possible, but I wanna let you know that if you will be a language assistant, you're not allowed to work full time. Okay, but if you get a work offer, a job offer from a company or from business owners, you make sure that it will support you and it will sponsor your work permit, and then you can exit gracefully as a language assistant. Okay. But if you're a language assistant and you are doing the program, you cannot work legally full time. Okay, maybe some under the table, but I don't know. I don't encourage that. So what other language assistants are doing is that they take private classes like me. Although my students are not, like technically students like in high school or in primary, but they are individuals or admin staff in my school, in the high school, who want English, and it's also their way of helping to fund my stay and fund my laag if trips in the future. So yeah, we are not OFW, we are not overseas workers. As a matter of fact, we're only on. So to get here, we applied for a student visa, right? But once you get here, you will need to change that to a temporary residence so that you will be, how do you call it? Para you will not be required to pay your taxes because as language assistant, you're not required to pay taxes and all that. And you cannot, like I said, work full time. This program is not a scam; it's a legit program. Being a language assistant has been going on since many years ago. I think, if I'm not mistaken, since 1960 Beda, this is like a program that's been for a while now. And it's growing and growing. Every year, a lot of Filipinos get to know the program. So every year it gets competitive, no? So the more people na makabalo sa program, the more magalis sa selection process because ng mga apply. And because before it used to be 3 years, you can extend. You can actually renew, guys, for another year on this program. But sadly for Filipinos, we want to extend for another year. So that's a total of 2 years. Before, it was actually 3 years. But for other nationalities like the ones in UK and in North America, I believe they can stay in the program for 5 years. Maybe because their native speakers. Who knows? I think that's it, guys. But be very, very cautious, okay? When you visit different websites that offer the same role, like language assistant, you need to make sure if the organization is really like a legit and if it's legal and if it's being not how do you call it acknowledged as a ministerial something like that. But so far, I've already provided you two organizations that offer language assistant roles. One is Instituto Franklin, and the second one is Beda. Next week, I will be. So about guys. Next weekend, I think I will do another live session, but this time we will talk about two other programs, okay? One is Conversa Spain, and then the other one is Beda. Yeah. Conversa, three programs actually. Conversa, Beda, and Musica. So I think I will do another live on the 9th of March. And then another live and final live stream if you like flow before I deactivate my account again. I think I will do it March 16 and I will tell you more about my program. So you can prepare for September. Okay? Alright. And that's it. If you guys have any questions, let me know. But I will be saying goodbye in 2 minutes. And then you can always watch this. You can always watch this. You can always watch this replay of our live session with my channel, guys. Documenting about my journey here in Spain. And I will be uploading most of my videos on my YouTube channel, which is Happy Yahay. So that's love and then happy. Yeah, YAHE. Ako na kayo, guys. So I hope you guys learned something from this live session. So I'm not really forgive me if it's not well organized or I will clear some fun. But I did my best. So it will make it simple for you guys. But I hope you learned something from this session. A little bit of an idea about the program. And who knows, you might be here again too this year or if not. Alright. So I'm telling you guys, Spain is a very beautiful country. Very beautiful. And then one of the best things I like about Spain is their priority in the work-life balance. Okay, I believe that this is one of the countries that I feel that they have a good work-life balance. People don't just work, but they also, give priority to the things that they love to do, right? To their passion as well. So they work, but at the same time, they also have their um, life outside work or outside school. People are always outside. People are always bored. Siesta. Amazing, amazing country. But of course, I mean, Philippines is nothing like our country. It's nothing like my island before. But I think that's it, guys. If you don't have any more questions for me, I will see you guys again on the 9th of March. Alright? You're welcome. Shout out to Sari and to Lance. Okay, guys. Maybe I can show you guys. I'll do a house tour a little bit, guys. Wala man ang akong mga housemates. Wala akong mga housemates karon it's holiday. Holiday karon kay Carnival. So I'm alone and wala akong nilakaw on the island. I'm saving my money for holiday. Holy Week. I'll give you a little glimpse of what my room looks like. Shout out, guys, Sari, and thank you guys for watching, and hope to see you guys in Spain. Wait, maybe a little bit. So this is our shared kitchen. There's more of us sharing this flat. We have our own private rooms, but we are sharing common spaces: kitchen, living room, toilet, so 4 rooms, and then the ulan. Nabasa na po na po ako. Nabasa na po na ako. Basa ako. So, medyo unpredictable ang weather today here sa Canarias. But most of the time, guys, it's actually sunny. So, let me show you around quickly. Kung sa itsura sa ako. Right. So flat. The color was all here today just for this live session. Alright. Let me see, guys, if I can go outside a little bit. Apat kami. We're 4 of us. There's 4 of us. But I wish I could have my own private flat. But I'll stay one of them. Still, your own privacy. I will show you guys where we're going and buy these. I go out quickly. Kasi lang ay mas mawala ang wifi. So medyo, ano na siya? Ano na siya? So this is how my neighborhood is like. So the houses are whitewashed. Alright, this is guys. I'll see you guys next time on our next episode. And I will share with you the other um, organization that offer the language assistant role. Because there's three that I know. And then sa the third live session, maybe about 16th of March, I will share to you more about my program. So you can prepare for September when it opens again. Alright, so that's it for today. For tonight, I wish you guys good night. And my friends, I miss you guys. Hopefully we see each other again when I go back to Philippines, but I don't think that's too soon. But if you guys are interested to join the program, I hope I will see you guys here in soon. Alright, thank you guys for your time and have a good night. And hasta luego. Ciao for now.